Crazy Town from yesterday. Let's see the whole thing, G. Roll it.
On Friday, we delivered a unanimous Democratic vote to pass this Inflation Reduction Act. Mr. President, I want to thank you for your tireless work to add this remarkable legislation to your long and growing list of accomplishments. The Inflation Reduction Act you are about to sign will lead to transformative change.
Sure.
It checks inflation by reducing the deficit by $300 billion over the next decade, while protecting families making less than $400,000 per year from paying 1 penny more.
And I want to thank you, President Biden, for inviting us to the White House today. Thanks to my colleagues here today, this has been one of the most productive stretches in Senate history. From the first gun safety bill in decades, to outcompeting the Chinese Communist Party, and to top it all off, President Biden will sign the Inflation Reduction Act into law today. This bill will endure as one of the greatest legislative feats in decades. It'll lower costs, create millions of good-paying jobs, and is the boldest climate bill ever. The president deserves tremendous credit for this moment. He knew precisely when to step in and when to let negotiations play out. We wouldn't be here without you. A year and a half ago, you laid out the groundwork for this bill. The president's vision, his dedication to our country, and his experience who made this moment possible. After 4 years of a president who relished creating chaos, Americans are seeing what it looks like to have a president and a Congress that's focused on delivering results that make their lives better. Mr. President, you've restored dignity, respect, and a sense of action back to the Oval Office.
And our Brady train has continued.
I've been a good friend a long, long time. And Joe, I never had a doubt. Joe had an operation on his shoulder. I just want you to know it wasn't because of anything we did. And I'm about to sign the Inflation Reduction Act into law, one of the most significant laws in our history. Let me say from the start, with this law, the American people won and the special interests lost. The American people won and the special interests lost. We're in a session of, for a while, people doubted whether any of that was going to happen. But we are in a season of substance. This administration began amid a dark time in America. As Jim said, a once-in-a-century pandemic, devastating joblessness, clear and present threats to democracy and the rule of law, doubts about America's future itself. We didn't tear down, we built up, we didn't look back, we looked forward, and today offers further proof that the soul of America is vibrant, the future of America is bright, and the promise of America is real and just beginning. To me, the critical duty of the president is to defend what is best about America. And that's not hyperbole. Defend what's best about America. Fulfilling that pledge to you guides me every single hour of every single day in this job. Last year, a family of four saved on average $2,400 through the American Rescue Plan that I signed into law that the Congress voted in place.
They're out 10 this year.
The Inflation Reduction Act invests $369 billion to take the most aggressive action ever in confronting the climate crisis and strengthening our energy security. Get tax credit for purchasing heat pumps and rooftop solar, electric stoves, ovens, dryers. It gives consumers a tax credit to buy electric vehicles. It's going to allow us to boldly take additional steps toward meeting all of my climate goals, the ones we set out when we ran. Let me emphasize, no one earning less than $400,000 a year will pay a penny more in federal taxes. Today, too often, we confuse noise with substance. Too often, We confuse setbacks with defeat. Too often, we hand the biggest microphones to the critics and the cynics who delight in declaring failure, while those committed to making real progress
Stump speech.
do the hard work of
This
government.
is what he's going on the road with.
Making progress in this country as big and complicated as ours clearly is not easy. We have to believe in ourselves again.
Oh, please.
We're the best.
You know,
Everything's going to make it sure that the democracy delivers for your
Democracy.
generation.
Okay,
Because I think that's at stake.
good to know.
And if I have anything to do with it, we're still going to have an assault weapons ban, but that's another story.